There is a secret entity in the nest that nobody is really talking about, and in this video I intend to expose it to all of you guys. Alright, so as you all probably know, the nest is the midway point of the mines indoors, notable for harboring not only a bunch of grumbles, but the queen grumble as well. I mean, it also technically has some screeches which can periodically attack you, but nobody cares about that. However, something a lot of players don't realize is that there does exist an additional entity here, one that lurks in the shadows unsuspectingly, and that is what I want to discuss today. In this video, we'll be diving into this secret creature, and how maybe, just maybe, we could see it again in a future update. So with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so in order for you to understand the logistics behind this new entity, you must understand the lore of grumbles and screeches. Essentially, screeches are giggles, which are just baby grumbles that have been infected by Seek's disease-like black goop, effectively making them highly contagious zombies to the giggle and grumble species. Simply touching Seek's slime will cause you to get infected, so screeches, as well as the goop itself, pose a significant threat. Throughout the nest, players can encounter several piles of mutilated and killed screeches, and although we aren't sure how these exactly came to be, the leading theory is that grumbles kill their own infected young to prevent the spread of the disease. Now, although that's where most people end the search into the grumble and screech comparison, there is in fact something else which we should have paid more attention to. You see, Seek is functionally immortal, at least currently, given how they have no known weaknesses. Their body and goop is made up of a sentient, all-powerful slime. This means that any amount of physical force can't really break it or make it go away. So this just leaves the question, if you can't kill Seek, at least through attempting to rip them apart, then are these mutilated screech piles, which are now composed nearly entirely of Seek's slime, actually dead? Well, given everything we know so far about Seek, I'd have to say the answer is no. And this is where our secret entity is finally revealed. Given how these screech piles aren't actually dead, nothing is stopping them from simply rising up and attacking the player or the grumbles again. However, given how all these screeches have been torn apart and merged together, by seemingly the grumbles, when the piles do come back to life, all the screeches will be conjoined together by the Seek goop, forming a rat king of infected creatures, all with a singular hive mind for destruction. These screech piles are the secret entities hiding within the nest, and if they do ever regain the ability to fight, they would attack as one very large, very terrifying amalgamation. However, that isn't all though, as if the thought of fighting a giant clump of screech corpses wasn't enough, this secret entity would also likely possess some of the abilities of an individual screech, given how that is what they are made of, and that means it would have the ability to fly. As you all know, screeches are known to hover right by the player before attacking, and believe it or not, but this flying behavior is in fact canonical for the entity, and it isn't just a gameplay feature. As for why they fly, I'm unsure, but that's a question for another day. However, if one screech can fly, it's possible an army of them conjoined together could as well, and I'd imagine that could lead to some terrifying encounters. Picture in your vision that you are playing through the game, and then all of a sudden, a giant ball of screech corpses hurls towards you at insane speeds. Now, as of currently, these dead screech piles in the nest aren't a threat at all. I mean, in older builds of the mines, they would actually deal damage to you, but I think that's been removed now. However, given what Seek is capable of, nothing is stopping them from just rising up and attacking as a single mutant unit, and that is quite horrifying to think about. Now, the purpose of this video was just to highlight this fact, as it could potentially be revisited in a future update. But yeah, just keep this in the back of your mind, as just because something looks dead doesn't mean it actually is. So, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy.